What is woe, if not the relentless weight that threatens to bow the head, the quiet storm that settles in the morrow? It is the trial that seeks to drown resolve, the specter that clings to the edge of every thought, the slow erosion of will beneath the tides of sorrow. Woe is not a passing grief, nor a momentary despair. It is a burden that lingers, the adversary that must be met with fortitude, or risk being consumed. Woe is not a curse, though many will name it so. It is a test, a refining force, a relentless sculptor that carves away the fragile and leaves only the unbreakable. To suffer woe is to be given the choice, to yield beneath its weight or to stand unbent. It calls upon the spirit to endure, to stretch itself against the confines of hardship, to prove its worth against the encroaching dark. The weak lament woe, the strong are shaped by it. To master woe is to refuse its dominion. It is to feel its presence and deny its sovereignty, to acknowledge its sting but not submit to its rule. Woe is a teacher, but a ruthless one. It instructs not through comfort but through fire, through scarcity, through the stripping away of all that is false until only truth remains. A man who has never known woe is a man untested, a blade unsharpened, a structure untempered by storm. It is through suffering that resilience is born. Yet let us not mistake woe for wisdom. There are those who will clutch their sorrow, drape themselves in misery, mistake their suffering for virtue. This is folly. Woe is not meant to be a home but a passage, not a chain but a chisel. It must be endured but never embraced. To wallow in woe is to surrender to it, to allow its grasp to tighten until nothing remains but the echo of what once was. The wise do not reject woe, but neither do they let it define them. Woe is the crucible of the soul. It does not seek to destroy, only to reveal. It strips away pretense, burns away delusion, leaves a man with nothing but what is real. To survive it is to be tempted, to emerge not whole, but stronger. Those who have walked through woe unbowed carry with them a strength unknown to the untested, a depth that cannot be feigned. Remember this, my children, woe is not your end, but your proving ground. Let it forge you, not shatter you. Let it shape you, not consume you. In hardship we find our endurance. In suffering we find our mettle. And in the tempering of woe we find the self as it was always meant to be. Rise now with steel in your spine, and let not sorrow claim you. For through woe we endure, we sharpen, and we prevail. The untested spirit is a blade unsharpened. Kier Egan.